It's Tuesday, November 11th, and we're expecting to see some really rare snowfall once again today. Once again, this is the first time that we're seeing snowfall in parts of the Appalachians and specifically Nashville, Tennessee, before Denver, Colorado gets any snowfall in parts of the winter. So this has really never ever happened before. It is a extremely rare event. And also, this is really the only kind of abnormal thing going on today. The SPC has actually said that there is a risk for no thunderstorms at all today. You can see no thunderstorms forecast right here. So there's nothing to worry about. So really the only kind of interesting thing going on with weather today is going to be the snowfall. And this is kind of going to be how it's going to play out. Pretty much anywhere in this circle right here, there is the chance for a couple of snow flurries. So drawing an imaginary line down through Minnesota, probably where Kentucky, Tennessee, and Missouri meet down to probably about the Georgia, North Carolina border, and then back up all the way through the Northeast. Anywhere within that circle could see some snow flurries, and there are going to be a couple of local maximums. Actually, the national maximum today is going to be in northern Vermont, potentially receiving north of 10 inches of snow. That's going to be by far the most. Coming in a close second, it's going to be anywhere really in parts of northern New York. So upstate New York, then closer to the Great Lakes. That even goes for parts of northern Ohio and Pennsylvania as well. We also might see a little sliver in parts of northern Indiana, far western Michigan, kind of aided by the lake effect with snow. And then we also could see some extra snow in parts of West Virginia today, maybe even receiving up to a maximum of 5 inches of snow. Of course, that's going to be in those higher elevations with the mountains as well, helping that out. But that's pretty much all there's going to be for snow today. And of course, this snow is going to be brought primarily by these really, really cold temperatures brought by our also historic cold blast. Not only is the snow historic, but also the really cold temperatures from this Arctic blast are going to be historic. And the cold temperatures are really going to peak this morning. We could see temperatures creep as far south as maybe northern Tampa, Florida. We could potentially see some feels like temperatures in the high 20s right up there. Of course, that's going to be aided by the wind chill. It's also going to remain pretty windy today as kind of our polar vortex and big dipping trough and jet stream continues to bring some gusty winds, kind of increasing how cold it actually feels outside. But as we go past the morning into the afternoon, of course, it's going to warm up actually quite a bit. A lot of that cold air, actually freezing temps, is really going to retreat probably north of the Mississippi River Valley, back up into the northeast, parts of the Appalachian Mountains, and then Great Lakes region as well. Then, of course, as we go into nightfall, it's going to get pretty cold once again. This is really going to be the last day, though, that we're really experiencing this cold polar vortex on Wednesday before it finally moves out and away. And then after that, we could actually see some warmer temperatures on the horizon. So Thursday, we're actually going to warm up quite a bit. We could see some temperatures, probably the low 60s, creep up as far as southern Illinois, Indiana, and then even maybe Ohio, and then a lot of the Great Plains, pretty much everywhere in the US except the Rockies, far northeast, parts of Michigan as well. And then the Great Lakes region is going to be back feeling some pretty warm temperatures for at least the next couple of days, probably even week at this point with how our jet stream looks like it's going to play out. And yeah, that's really going to be it. And the only freezing, super duper frigid temperatures are going to pretty much reside in the far northeast. And here's just a different look at our polar vortex, kind of minus the temperatures. This guy, once again, is going to be the big reason why these temps are so cold and why we're seeing them kind of exasperated by that wind chill. Just a really strong jet pushing really far south. This is a extremely rare weather pattern that we almost never see. It's probably been at least 3 decades since we've seen cold temperatures this early in the year creep down as far south as northern and central Florida. But as this guy moves off, probably by Thursday completely, we're going to start to see a warm up. A big ridge is expected to build in, really take over. We can actually almost kind of see where a warm front is going to be as it's going to warm back up a lot of the US, pretty much everywhere but the Northeast. Before we get our next cold blast, it looks like this next cold blast probably will wait until almost exactly a week from now. But until then, it looks like our temps are going to go back to normal. Nothing super hot, but nothing super cold either, unless, of course, you're in the Northeast. So that's actually probably pretty good news. Some really nice weather in the late fall and early winter.